Brooklyn Horror Film Fest, Day 2.
What I'm about to explain may be hard to believe. It's not a brain tumor. This is far more rare.
What's up, Internet? So I'm here reviewing the second film I saw at the first annual Brooklyn Horror Film Festival, a film called Let Her Out. Let Her Out is directed by Cody Callahan, and it stars Alana LaVierge, Nina Kiri, and Adam Christie, and it tells the story of a bike messenger who, after a car accident, wakes up in the hospital to find out she actually has vanishing twin syndrome, which, means she swallowed her twin in the womb, and she has a tumor growing in her brain that's like just a massive twin flesh, and it's going to start making her act weird if she doesn't get it taken care of right away. And that's what happens. So, this is a movie that's interesting, because I was looking forward to this when since I saw the trailer, because it's my aesthetic, just the neon, droney, dreamy horror aesthetic that I love so much. And then I found out it was produced by the same people who gave us Bite, which, if you guys watch this channel, you know I was not a fan of. So I was curious about this one, but I was, a little cautious going in. Let Her Out functions as your, it's your not so typical possession story with, elements of Cronenberg in there. And it's actually kind of similar to Starry Eyes in that respect, and I thought that was really cool, because I love Starry Eyes. It's just very weird and dreamy and Canadian. I'm just going to delve into it with what I liked and what I didn't like. Right off the bat, I just want to say, visually, this film is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. You got the color scheme, which is just incredible. There's reds and blues and yellows, and the way it's edited and just the transitions are very, very nice. It's beautiful to watch. Transitions are just like city shots that'll just literally run away like water, like just kind of melt. It's beautiful. The editing style too is really cool, because it helps to put you in Helen's headspace where, when she's losing time, the audience is also losing time, and you're just sort of left disoriented and you're not really sure what's going on, and you're kind of forced to put the pieces together like she does. And that's really cool. I thought that was really like a well done trick, and it helps immerse you in the film very well. Another thing I really, really, really wanted to stress about this movie is that it's creepy as fuck. There's actually some really, really, really super just like chilling stuff in the first 2/3 of this film. It almost reminded me of like some J-horror, which is really, that surprised the hell out of me. Sound design, A+. Whoever the sound designer in this movie was did an amazing job, because this is a great movie to watch when it's just really quiet in a dark room with surround sound, because holy fuck, the sound design in this movie is so cool, with just the fucking little whispers and voices everywhere. It's really, really awesome. Also, really, really cool practical effects, especially toward the later sections of the film. Practical effects work is A+. Really good job. Love that. I love that in any modern horror movie that chooses practical over CGI. Very good work on that. Story is actually really unique too. It's got elements of like the Manitou, but it does things really differently and handles them in a way that hasn't really been done before. It handles them in a really surreal, dreamlike / nightmarish way, and it's really, I love that. I love that. It's got sort of an It Follows-y vibe to it. It Follows in Starry Eyes, where you just have that very surreal, lynchy dream world, and that's really cool. That is something that this movie does really, really well. The acting is, it's serviceable. Adam Christie plays a great, fuckboy douchebag. Alana LaVierge does a really good job with the whole, Jekyll and Hyde thing, where she's transitioning back and forth between crazy and, like, this shy, vulnerable girl. And she does that really well. It's, when it comes to the more dramatic scenes, she's hit or miss. And that kind of gets me to my negative thing, which is that some of the acting isn't as good as it could be. But for me, the really big negative, for me, was the ending, because I felt that really knocked it down a peg for me. And I don't know if it was due to my own expectations or the way the movie presented things, but I was let down by the last 15 minutes in the climax, because up until that point, this film can be viewed as very much just a psychological horror film, and it takes the more subtle psychological routes as opposed to like the more in-your-face, like, not fucking subtle at all way that the ending takes. Prior to the last 15 minutes, it was all very nuanced and very subtle and very just surreal and dreamlike and cool, and then the last 15 minutes happen, and they are surreal, but not in the same way that the rest of the film was. And so it's a step down from what it could have been, and I was not satisfied with the ending. It leaves a lot to be desired, and I was really disappointed by that. And for me, that knocked the film down a good peg, especially considering it was such a strong movie up until that point. It managed to be, you know, weird and nightmarish and disturbing, but the last 15 minutes just really fucked that up for me. And I was really let down by that. That being said, I did still enjoy this movie. I wish the ending was different, but this is still a good film in my eyes. Like it's not great, but it's good, and it's definitely passable. And I'm gonna say it's absolutely good for fans of weird, you know, dreamy, surreal horror, things like It Follows, Starry Eyes, Lynch, Cronenberg, things like that. I do wish the ending was a little different, but overall, I still think this film is, you know, definitely a good watch, and I'm gonna probably check it out again once it comes out in a bigger release or VOD or something. As always, guys, you know, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like us. If you saw Let Her Out in the festival circuit, it's been around everywhere. Feel free to comment below. Let me know, you know, what you guys thought of it, what you thought of the ending. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, I don't know. Just talk to us. We want to have a conversation with you. And like I said, thank you so much for watching. You can like and comment and subscribe. Thank you, guys.
We're twins. Can't you tell?